Good evening, everybody. Sunday night again. Here we are. I don't know with this time change, the daylight savings time, if I should be going to bed, having lunch, or making scrambled eggs. I don't know. It's I hate this time of year where I love the springtime and the extra light, but the light. But I don't care for this spring forward BS. But let's do this review. Had some fun questions from last week, and I am anticipating I'll get some more from this week too. But this one is a big one, and I say that on every one because I mean it. They're all just really good, and I appreciate them. So they are all really big. I don't care if you say good job. That to me means a lot. You took the time to listen to it, and you took the time to leave me a message. So thank you. This one's from a friend in high school, and we've been buddies a long time, and we've shared a lot in our recovery, and part of it is we have a mutual friend in common that he got into recovery before both of us, and he's kind of been a leader, and he wrote a book before I did, so I'm kind of following in his footsteps. John happens to be one of his best buddies, so this little Alpena High Wildcat connection is pretty strong. This is let me just read it. How about I read it, and then I'll let you figure out what you think of it, and then I'll tell you what I got out of it. The title's called Brothers in Healing. I wanted to buy this third edition so badly to support my friend. Unfortunately, I became the victim of an online swindle that left me in a mountain of debt with severe symptoms of PTSD. I got into a conversation with Derek one night and he asked if I read the newest version yet. Told him my story, and without hesitation he offered me a free copy of the audiobook and stuck a copy of the paperback in the mail. I had no words, but he knew I was and am grateful. The back cover of this book states, "We are all recovering from something." I agree 100%. Depression, anxiety, and now PTSD. I've had my share of battles to fight and healing to do. This book is a beautiful launching point to the healing process. Derek's vulnerability and strength of purpose keep the main idea in focus through the writing, while his sense of humor keeps the listener engaged. Proud of you, my friend. You're doing great. I look forward to seeing your continued success. Well, I look forward to seeing your continued success, John. The things you've done and accomplished, built up, tore down, built up, tore down, building up again. You don't quit, and that's one of the things that I am super excited about all of my readers is I don't have any quitters in the group. We may choose to get rid of something that's bothering us or put down something that we shouldn't have in our hand, but that's not quitting. Quitting drinking is starting living. That's how I look at it. Quitting cigarettes is starting living. Quitting not asking for help for whatever's bothering you, that is starting living. So I look at all these things that we put down as a starting point. If we don't quit, we start. So when John said that stuff, of course I'm going to help if I can. That was ingrained in us when we were little. We watched mom and dad do the same thing. The shirt off the back theory is effective. Now, you could take it too far, and I try not to do that. The proceeds from the audiobooks and the hardcover, paperback, all those, Kindle, all those go into a fund, and that helps me do this where I can give back. That money helps me buy books for people that need them. The shipping is now $10 a book. I mean, it's just, when I started this, it was $6. So it's gone up a bunch. Everything's gone up. But your support isn't helping me as much as it's helping everybody around us. It's helping all of us. So thank you for that. Thank you for giving me that luxury of handing off this stuff to the next person that needs it. One of the things I used to say is, in order to keep it, you got to give it away. That sounded foolish to me at first, but it makes sense now. And in order for me to keep going, in order for me to just keep going, not just doing what I'm doing as far as the writing and the reading and all the other things, but to keep the recovery process in check and moving forward, I have to give it away. I feed off of these things, and it seems silly, but these words are big. It takes a ton of courage, and we talked about that last week. It takes a ton of courage to post a review like this. This is no shit. This is real life stuff happens to this poor gentleman. He didn't deserve any of this. He trusted someone 100% and they took advantage of him. And here he is, bearing his soul, saying thanks. We could all take a lesson from that. So thanks for doing that, John. Thanks for being a leader. That's pretty impressive stuff. So this one's not going to be 15 minutes long tonight. Last week was an anomaly because of the kid that wrote the review. And the week before that, the video with my friend Alex, another anomaly, which I like. I like throwing those in there that shake things up. But this one doesn't need a lot of extra oomph. John wrote all the words that needed to be said, so all I did was read them out loud. So thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for all the notes that keep coming in after these things. There was a time where I thought, hell with it, I don't want to do these on Sunday night anymore. I don't want to shave on a Sunday. Notice I have not worn a collared shirt in 2 weeks, so don't count on that being a trend. I'll probably go back to a collared shirt here shortly. However, I'm going to start rambling, and I don't want to do that to you. I took advantage of your time last week. The week before, I had a superstar. I was on her TV show, so she got to lead that. But this tonight, I just want to say thanks again. All the notes, all the encouragement, the stuff we get at info@derekchowen.com is fantastic. I have some exciting news. We decided to go another different direction, which sounds odd, but believe it or not, yeah, I did. I changed my mind again. On the cover for the new book on April 27th, Take the Shot, Stop and Take the Shot. We were just reviewing some cover art prior to this, so it's pretty exciting stuff. It's going to look like nothing you've seen before. I'm pretty excited about it, so lots going on. I did get some constructive criticism on not doing podcasts and blogs on Thursdays, and I'm sorry. It's just writing the other book and getting that ready for you folks is taking up all my creative time. Could I work longer hours? Yeah, but it wouldn't be worth a damn. So I'll get to it as soon as I can. Maybe I can just do a short podcast for you and chat about some things. You give me plenty of ideas. I'm never going to be running out of ideas because you guys are the most generous with, hey, you should talk about this, you should talk about that. And I probably should. So I will. One of the strangest, I shouldn't say strangest, that's not fair. One of the most unique questions I've had in a while is, what do you do with your show notes after your Sunday night reader review spotlights? Well, I recycle them. And I had a lady ask for a copy. I said, do you really want me just to mail you what I wrote on this person's review? And yeah. So I'll do that. If somebody wants a copy of these show notes, I'm happy to send them off to you. They're scribbles, and they are wild all over the place, and they're written so that I can read them. I don't know if you'll be able to read them or not, but I thought that was kind of a cool question. Like, what do I do with the show notes? I don't even know what they are. Oh, these. Yeah. So the other ones are gone, but for that lady, this one will go out to her. I'll get that out tomorrow. And that's it for tonight. I'm going to let you go back to what you were doing, give you some time back, and I'm going to get after it myself. I'm going to have some dinner. I might throw some chicken on the grill. It's still light. I feel like I'm at the North Pole. Thank you again for everything, and we will talk to you next Sunday. Thanks again.